Hi, this is Jackie Mathis, and I'm going to be walking you through a Squid short of chart actions, what they are, where to use them, and some examples. So first, I like to mention that charts in Squid are not just meant for decoration. Really, we go above and beyond other tools that are meant to aggregate data and display them in dashboards because Squid is an application building software. So instead of just building a dashboard, now you're going to be able to build applications that allow your end users to take actions where the data is telling them to take an action. So for instance, in this line you can see here, it's not just about giving a dashboard, it's about the user experience interacting with the dashboard to the data. It's about the user adoption that occurs when people can do multiple tasks within a visualized environment. It's about the data quality of displaying the data that's kept in hygiene by being able to affect it as an end user. It's around the metrics that you're displaying in those visualizations, and most importantly, around the business decisions that you're going to be able to enact from an application based off of what the KPIs and metrics are telling you to do. So let's go look at a couple examples of chart actions that you can use today in your own Squid application. So here we're looking at a dashboard within Salesforce called our Squid for Sales demo. And again, like I said earlier, one of the greatest things is being able to take action where data is telling you to take action. So here, if I mouse over Q1 2019, I'm looking at all of the opportunities in discovery. And that's a lot of opportunities. So if I click within this chart, one of the chart actions that's available to you is to create a pop-up where an end user is able to drill back down into data that is relevant to what they just clicked on, including being able to look at additional objects around what they're clicking on within that chart. And not only can you do this with Salesforce data, but keep in mind that all of these charts are available for a majority of different data sources that you're using in your applications, since Squid acts as that single pane of glass, bringing all these data sources into one place, allowing you to build these applications without code. So for instance, down below, we also have a chart that if I click in, I get a pop-up of the data relevant to it. But in this case, we're looking at PeopleSoft. And a lot of times, the end users may not know where the data is coming from because they aren't really interested in where it's coming from. They just want to be able to do their job all in one place with relevant data sets. So that's an example of a chart action which allows you to give a pop-up of greater detail once you click on it. But let's go look in opportunity management, because not only can you do those pop-ups, but you can also end up filtering an entire page by a chart. So for instance, if I scroll down to this heat map, which by the way is an out-of-the-box component for all Squid components, or the Squid applications, I can click on Texas, and clicking on Texas will actually filter this entire page. Every single component on this page will be filtered down to Texas, and I can now drill down further with other filters. So a great chart action is using this heat map to be able to narrow down what regions you're interested in as an end user in what data you want to see. And then the final example I always love showing is our account Workbench demo, where we're looking at Salesforce and SAP data side by side. So for instance, here you can see a chart that displays both SAP data in orange and Salesforce data in blue, all in one chart together, and again still have that pop-up to allow the end user to drill down into information. But not only are we doing that, we're also able to do what are called drill downs, something that are very hard in other platforms, where if I click on notebooks, which is a product category of my SAP orders, I can click on that, and that will drill down into the different order types that I have within those notebooks. And you can have as many of those drill downs as you want. You can have 3 or 4 drill downs within each other. But then not only that, instead of having a chart filter everything on a page, you can also have a chart, like a pie chart, filter the chart on the right-hand side. So if I go ahead and click on the Americas, on the right-hand side in sales by country for all region, you'll see that it's now filtered down to the Americas countries. So those are just a couple examples of chart actions in action, no pun intended. So I hope that this inspires you to be able to build this into your own applications. If I go back here and switch over to my final PowerPoint slide before I go. There is a great document within our docs.skuid.com document center that walks you through being able to add these chart actions. So I have the link here. Feel free to go there and start adding your own chart actions into the applications that you're building in Skuid. Also, keep an eye out for our upcoming release, Skuid Spark. We have more information about everything that's contained in it, from design system to all of our new components within go.skuid.com/spark. And then finally, if you haven't used Skuid before and you're intrigued by the idea of using these chart actions to go further than just dashboards within your organization, feel free to go to skuid.com/demo to download a free trial of Skuid, either on Salesforce or in AWS, and start getting into your own applications in our drag and drop interface right away.